Hi to all. Today's topic is lenses. I am going to explain the types of lenses and I am also going to derive the thin lens formula. Then for that, first what is the lens and what are the basic terms related to the lens that I am going to explain. Then for the purpose, let us see here first what is a lens. Okay, we wrote the heading the lens. Lens is a transparent medium. Transparent medium means through that the light passes. Lens is a transparent medium bounded by bounded by one or two curved surfaces. One or two curved surfaces. It's a transparent medium, just like a glass. Okay, but it is bounded with the curved surfaces, one or two curved surfaces. Now the lenses basically three types, sorry, two types. Lenses are two types. What are they and how they are looks like? One is the convex lens. The convex lens, another name is converging lens, and another one is concave lens. The concave lens, another name is diverging lens. Diverging lens. Now, first one I am going to explain, that is the convex lens. What is convex lens and how it is there, right? Convex lens is the lens. Lens is a transparent medium where you will use these lenses, right? The lenses generally we will use in the spectacles, and we can also use it in the simple microscope and telescopes, compound microscopes. In all the microscopes and telescopes we will use the convex lens. Now, and we can also use some other in the spectacles, convex and concave lens. And what is convex lens? Convex lens is a transparent medium, right? And now it is thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges. The lens lens which is thicker at the middle, thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges. If you want to test any spectacle glass, whether it is convex or concave, you have to touch at the center and edges. If the center is more thicker than edge, then we can say that it is a convex lens. The lens which is thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges is called as convex lens. There are various types of convex lenses are there. Let us draw the diagrams of different types of convex lenses. This is the first convex lens. Look at here. It is thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges, right? Here it is thick. Here it is thick. Thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges. Thin at the edges. This is a tip. It has two convex surfaces. Look at here. This is the one convex surface and this is the second convex surface. That's why we say that it is double convex lens. Double convex lens. And for example, if you will cut at the center, you will get one side plane, right? And this is also lens. It is at the thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges. Its name is plano convex lens. Plano convex lens. And let us go for the one more lens. For example, like this. You see here, this is also thicker at the middle, and thinner at the edges. And this type of lens, this shape is called as concave shape, right? And this is convex shape. Now we say that it is a concavo-convex lens. And this is the plane, one side plane, and the other side is convex surface. That's why it is called as plano-convex lens. This is about the first one, convex lenses. And the second one I am going to explain, that is the concave lens. What is concave lens? Concave lens means it is thinner at the lens which is thinner at the middle and thicker at the edges. Thinner at middle and thinner at the edges. Thinner at the edges. Now, concave lens, how it will be? Right, I will draw the diagrams of some concave lenses. This is the first concave lens. It has two concave surfaces. Look here, it has the two concave surfaces. And this is the first concave surface. And this is the second concave surface, right? There are two surfaces are there at here. Now its name is double concave lens. It is thin at the middle and thick at the edges. Look at here. Now it is said to be double concave lens. Double concave lens. For example, we will cut this one into half. It will be like this there. Thinner at the middle and thicker at the edges. Let us see here. It will be like this there. Now, this is said to be one side plane, it is there, other side concave shape is there. This is the concave shape. Now, it is said to be plano concave lens. The second one is said to be plano concave lens. These all lenses are thinner at the middle and thicker at the edges. Let us go for the one more type of lens. That is a convexo concave lens. One side convex shape is there. Look here, this is convex shape and this is the concave shape. Now it is thin at the middle and thick at the edges. Such type of lens is called as convexo concave lens. Concave lens. These are the different types of lenses. You take the screenshot and note it. Now I am going to explain some basic terms related to the lenses. Now I am going to explain some basic terms related to lenses. This is convex lens. There is a point in the convex lens through that light passes without any deviation. That is said to be optical center. Okay, that is said to be optical center. Through that the light passes without any deviation. And here this is the point that is called as optical center. Where first point is that optical center. What happens through the optical center? Through the optical center, light passes without deviation, right? Light passes without deviation, without bending, without refraction. right? And now this is the convex lens, right? You form a sphere based on this convex lens. If you form a sphere, for example, I am forming a sphere based on this. For example, this is a sphere for the first surface. This is the first convex surface, right? And this is the second convex surface. For the first convex surface, the center is this one. The center of the sphere in which first surface is a part. This is the center of curvature. Center of the sphere in which first curved surface is a part. You can form a sphere based on this also. For the second surface also. Because curved surface is a part of sphere. Now you form a sphere at here. This is a sphere. Now look at here. The first and second surfaces in case of first diagram, if you will see, this is A and this is B. For the first or second diagram, the lens has convex lens has or concave lens has curved surface. These curved surfaces are the part of spheres, right? And now these spheres have the centers. That centers are called as center of curvatures. C1 comma C2 are the center of curvatures. Center of curvatures. And the next, the line passing through the center of curvatures. For example, center of curvature and optical center. For example, this is a line. It is passing through the center of curvature and optical center. This line is called as principal axis. This is called as principal axis. Okay, we can also draw for this. This is the line passing through the center of curvature and optical center. That line is called as principal axis. Principal axis. Okay, that is one more term, that is principal axis. We learned. Okay, it is the line. The line passing through. Line passing through the center of curvature and optical center. Center of curvature and optical center, right? That is called as principal axis. And the next one is one more point I am going to explain. This is the first sphere. The first sphere has some radius of curvature, right? R1. The second sphere also have the radius of curvature, right? And that is R2, radius of the second sphere. For example, this is the R1 for the first surface radius. Second surface radius is R2, right? What are the R1 and R2? R1 and R2 are the radius of curvatures. R1 comma R2 are the radius of curvatures. Radius of curvatures. Okay. And the next one more point I am going to explain. That is, for example, this is a convex lens and this is the principal axis. For example, the light rays are incidenting parallel to the principal axis. Okay, if the object is at infinite distance, the light rays incident parallelly. After the refraction, they will meet at a point on the principal axis. That point is called as the focus. Or otherwise, if you take the concave lens, this is a concave lens. You see here. This is the principal axis. And now, for example, the two light rays are incidentally here that are parallel to each other. After the refraction, and they will diverge because it is a diverging lens. That means they will move away from each other. If you extend these refracted light rays in the back, they will meet at a point and they are appears to be coming from a point. That point is called as the focus, right? And this point is called as the focus, and this point is also for the focus, where F is called as the principal focus. Okay, principal focus I am going to explain. One more term is principal focus. What is principal focus? Principal focus is that when a parallel beam of light rays are incident on the lens, after the refraction they will meet at a point or they appears to be coming from a point, and that point is called as principal focus. This is capital F. What is the principal focus? How to define the principal focus? Right? When a parallel beam of light rays are incident, when a parallel beam of light rays incident, when a parallel beam of light rays incident on a lens, on a lens, after the refraction, after the refraction, they meet at a point, they meet at a point on principal axis, they meet at a point or appears to be coming from a point, appears to be coming or the diverge, appears to be coming from a point, is called as principal focus. That is called as principal focus. Appears to be coming from a point on the principal axis. That is called as the principal focus. Look at here, this is the principal focus. Here, after the refraction for the convex lens, they are really meeting at a point. But in case of concave, they are diverging. After refraction diverging, they are appears to be coming from a point. If you will extend this refracted light rays 1 and 2 backward, and that they will meet at a point, and that refracted light rays 1 and 2 are appears to be coming from a point F after the refraction. But in case of convex lens, after the refraction, they are meeting at a point. The refracted light rays are meet at a point. Then that point is called as the principal focus. The distance of the principal focus from optical center. This is optical center. The distance of the principal focus from optical center is called as the focal length. And this distance is called as the focal length. What is focal length? One more point I am going to explain. Okay, focal length. There are some basic terms. These are right. We are discussing it here. The focal length is distance from where to where. It is a distance of principal focus, distance of capital F. F is the principal focus. From what is capital F? Capital F is the principal focus, right? Capital F is the principal focus. Distance of capital F from O. What is O? Optical center. The distance of principal focus from optical center is called as the focal length. Okay, these are the some basic terms related to the lenses. Now I am going to explain some rules to draw the ray diagram. I am going to rub it. Now I am going to explain some rules to draw the ray diagram. What are the rules to draw the ray diagram? How we can draw the ray diagram? That I am going to explain. What are the rules to draw the ray diagram? First rule I am going to explain. For example, this is the convex lens, right? This is the convex lens. And this is the principal axis. This is the optical center. This is the principal focus. And this side also principal focus will be there. What is principal focus? When a parallel beam of light rays incident on the lens, they will meet at a point, right? That is called the principal focus. The first rule is that when parallel light ray incident, when a light ray parallel to the principal axis incident, after the refraction it passes through focus. This is the first rule. Okay. How it will be there in case of concave lens? The same rule for the concave lens, how it will be there. First, this is the first diagram I am going to explain. For A, this is for the convex lens, right? In case of convex lens. And in case of concave lens, what happens? How it will be there, right? And this is a concave lens. When a parallel beam of light rays incident on the concave lens, this is the focus, and this is also focus. And let us see here, we will take one parallel beam of light ray. After the refraction, it will diverge. It will go like this. You can do the extension in the back side. They will meet at a point, and that is called as the focus. The second rule is this: the first rule. When a light ray incident parallel to the principal axis, after the refraction, it will passes through focus. This is A diagram. And the next B diagram is that, for example, any light ray, if it is incident along the focus, what happens? This is the focus. This is the focus. And now the light ray is allowed to incident through the focus. If any light ray incident through the focus, after the refraction passes parallel to the principal axis. It is exactly reverse to this. And what about the concave lens? For example, this is the concave lens. We take one light ray. Okay, this is the focus. This is the focus. And for example, the light rays appears to be incident along the focus. Here, for example, the light rays appears to be incident through the focus. Through the focus, it is incident. Appears to be incident through the focus. After the refraction, it passes parallelly, like this it passes. Right. And the next C rule, the third rule is that this is for the convex lens, and this is principal axis, this is optical center, and this is concave lens, and this is the principal axis, right? The third rule is that if the light ray passes through the optical center, it can go in straight without any deviation. If the light ray passes, see this rule, that is the third rule, that if the light ray passes through the optical center, that is O, then it can not deviate. See the C diagram. Light ray is going straight, light ray is going straight. That means if the light ray passes through optical center, it cannot bend. These are the rules to draw the ray diagram. Very easy. Parallelly incident passes through focus. Through focus incident passes parallel. Through optical center incident passes in straight. No bending. These are the rules to draw the ray diagram. While solving the problems, you should remember sign convention rules. I'm going to explain the sign convention rules. Very simple sign convention rules. You should follow these sign convention rules while solving the problems. Let us see here. For example, this is the convex lens. This is the convex lens. And this is the optical center, right? Generally, the object is taken on the left side. Object is taken on the left side. All the distances measured from optical center. That is the first point. Okay. All the distances measured from optical center. All the distances measured from optical center. This is the first point. And the second point is that the distances measured in the direction of the light. For example, generally the object is taken on the left side. The light will be, this is object. Okay. And the light will be incident like this. This is the direction of incident light. This is the direction of incident light. Direction of light. Direction of incident light. Direction of incident light is right side. You see here, direction of incident light. Direction of incident light is right side. If any distance measured opposite to the direction of incident light, in the direction of incident light, okay, distances measured in the direction of incident light, distances measured in the direction of incident light, in the direction of incident light are taken as positive. Opposite to incident light, opposite to direction of incident light, negative. And height above principal axis, heights measured above principal axis are taken as positive, and below principal axis are taken as negative. It was very simple, okay, and like this. For example, light is incident in right side. The distance is measured. You can compare these rules with coordinate system also. For example, this is the coordinate system, the origin. Right side positive we will take, left side negative we will take, and above positive we will take, and below negative we will take. Just you can compare with the coordinate system. Right side of this we will take positive, and the left side we have to take negative, and above we will take as a positive, and below the height we can take as a negative. That's all. These are the rules. Very simple. If you compare with the if you compare with the coordinate system, it was very easy. This is the optical center. Right to the optical center. Optical center you can take as origin. Right to the optical center positive, left negative, and above positive, below negative. This is the general rules. When object is left side, okay, this is object. This is object. Or OJ is the object. OJ is the object. OJ is the object. Right? In this case, these are the sign convention rules. Sign convention rules that we have to use. Okay. Thank you for watching my lectures. Till now, if you not subscribe my channel, subscribe and share to your friends.